You can
Where are the
still
police?
breathe,
They're on their way.
but you're
Nobody's trying to hurt you. We just want to make sure the house, nothing happens to it. And
No, we had just.
yeah. Are you comfortable, young lady?
Looking at this crib.
Okay, as long as you can breathe and you're comfortable, we're good.
so
How you doing?
me and him were looking at the house, just checking it out. We're not from here, and she came up behind us, had a gas can, and at first she just seemed like
Yes, the mainstream media will not report this. I don't know if you have seen this woman arrested for alleged attempt to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s Atlanta birth home with gasoline. I don't know what is going on. I have a couple of videos I'm going to play so you can see exactly what is going on. On Thursday, a woman was arrested after getting caught trying to burn down the birth home of American civil rights icon Martin Luther in Atlanta, Georgia.
The birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., doused in gasoline in an arson attempt. Tonight, one person is behind bars. What we know about them and the home damaged tonight. That is where we begin on News Edge at 11. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes. Atlanta police say that a woman is in custody after trying to burn Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home to the ground. A Good Samaritan stopped the woman just before the disaster struck. Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo live for us at the scene tonight. Rob, what more do we know?
Tom, such a bizarre situation playing out here earlier this evening. The good news is, though, this could have ended so much worse. But thanks to those quick thinking actions from those Good Samaritans, everything is okay here. You can see things have quieted down from even within the last hour. Earlier today, APD, along with federal agents and national park agents, were out here earlier. Right now, there are just so many questions that still remain. We have some incredible video of this incident, though. I want you to take a look at this. Witnesses say that is the suspect in the act holding that red canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m. They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystanders, who included 2 off-duty NYPD officers, jumped into action and pinned her down until APD showed. Later, they told cops they intervened when they saw her try to light a lighter.
had a big 5-gallon gas can in her hand and was going like this over the bushes. So I figured she was, related to maintenance for the building or something, was just trying to water the bushes. But it wasn't coming out, and she seemed a little irritated and a little on edge.
If the witnesses hadn't been here and interrupted what she was doing, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames. It was really about the timing and the witnesses being in the right place at the right time.
She finished dumping the gas and dropped it into the bushes. At that point, I called 911 on my phone, stopped recording.
And just within the last half hour, the King Center released a statement thanking first responders, saying, quote, "Fortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful thanks to the brave intervention of Good Samaritans and the quick response of law enforcement," adding, "Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act." Now, police tell us the woman is facing charges of a criminal attempted interference with government property and attempted arson. She could also be facing more federal charges because this is a federally protected property. That's the latest from here live in downtown Atlanta. Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Oh, goodness, just so hard to believe. And thank goodness that home didn't go up in flames, Rob. Thanks for the latest. The home on Auburn Avenue dates back to 1895. Dr. King's parents moved into the home in 1926, and he and his siblings were all born there. In 1968, plans were made to begin restoring the home as a museum. The MLK birth home closed at the end of November for restoration work. It was scheduled to reopen in 2025.
Yes, I believe you've seen this. There is a lot of speculations going around on social media. Some says it can be migrant, and some says, issue of white supremacy. So you can see exactly how people usually get up fast to react. Let me play this so you can see exactly what this person said.
Who sent her? Who sent this chick? Where is she from? I want to keep an eye out on where this woman is from to pull something like that. And again, looking at the images of her, I'm telling you, I smell Jollof and pepper stew. AJ, hop on.
Uhuru,
What's going on, man?
could this arson be related, or could it be retaliation for the assassination attempt of Derek Chauvin in prison?
You know what? It could be because they blame that on us, and it had nothing to do with us. But it could be. The white supremacists love getting revenge. So yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I just think it's a possibility. It was very recent. He appealed his conviction, and it was turned down. And then within a matter of days, a 52-year-old inmate in his unit, I believe, stabbed him 22 times.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we don't know. Again, it could be. The white supremacists don't like taking L's. That Derek Chauvin case is very significant. When these race soldiers get put on trial, the race soldier who killed Tatiana Jefferson, I think he's on trial now, right? He's still on trial, and I think they're trying to manipulate some things to thwart that case so that he don't do jail time. White supremacists hate taking L's, and then when they take an L, they got to do something retaliatory. So it's very interesting to see how these things gonna play out.
Yes, what he's trying to insinuate here, this is a conspiracy theory, which I don't want, to dive deep into because sometimes, you know, we need to take time, listen, and see why something happened. I don't always like to report news when it is still hot. If it fit the narrative, we can actually get what is going on, but if it doesn't, we will not know the truth of why she decided to do this. A lot of people say, oh, this can be that. I still don't want to fall into all these traps. Let's wait and see. What was the motive? Though a lot of people, articles I've read through, they say the family came and made it clear that this person was passing through some kind of mental health issue. That is what they are speculating. On Thursday, a woman was arrested after getting caught trying to burn down the birth home of American civil rights icon Martin Luther in Atlanta, Georgia. Laneisha Henderson, 26, has since been charged with second-degree arson, and because the home is operated by the National Park Service interfering with government property. According to the Atlanta Police Department, officials were called to the historic home on 501 Auburn Avenue around 4:45 p.m. Thursday following a report of vandalism in progress. Upon arrival, they found that the suspect, Henderson, had been stopped from carrying out the crime by a number of civilians and was being held down by two off-duty officers with the New York City Police Department who just happened to be visiting the home that day. A primary investigation, the APD stated, indicate that the suspect had poured gasoline onto the property. Atlanta Fire Department Battalion Chief made it clear that had their baby standard not leaped into action, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames. You can see exactly what is going on here. This is a black lady now. The family came and said she is suffering from a mental breakdown. In that case, you could have get all type of stories if she was not caught. You will know who they were accused, right? I don't want to say it. It is obvious before they finally get who carry out that act. A lot of things could have been happening on social media. I'm happy they caught her immediately.